Aside from several exclamations of yes, we've been needing / wanting that during the Animal Crossing Direct, there were also a plethora of announcements, mostly minor, that pleasantly surprised me. Several additions that I had never considered. But now that we are going to have them, I can't imagine why we didn't have them in the first place. Hey y'all, I'm the Geek Apprentice, still discussing that Animal Crossing Direct. You know, that update is coming pretty darn soon, and as previously mentioned, there were several little announcements made that I had just never considered before. Maybe you had, I'd be curious to know, let me know in the comment section. But anyway, I've made a list of some of those things. But just like the last video, I am not alone. I have brought back today fellow longtime Animal Crossing fan, Chewbleema. Welcome back, Tubes.
Hey everyone, it's Chewbleema here. I'm back again to talk about some Animal Crossing with you guys. Thank you again, Geek Apprentice, for having me join you today. I feel very honored. Let's hop into it.
When we saw the Roost was making its return and subsequently the ever-distinguished Brewster, there were a number of ideas and theories about what would return from the old games and also how they might change it up. What I personally didn't see coming was being able to have coffee with so many different groups of friends. But now that I've seen the announcement, it definitely is the logical addition.
The fact that you can bring your friends over to your island for coffee just screams date idea. Plenty of people who are long distance already use Animal Crossing as a fun way to go on a date, and this will fuel that further.
Nintendo's always finding ways to use amiibos, right? I suppose this is good so they don't feel like a waste, but it's not just villagers you can scan in. You can additionally scan in the classic Animal Crossing NPCs, and they can bring friends too. Sitting down with the fashionistas that are the Able sisters? Yes, please. Now, how often will we all use this? Probably not too much, but it's a super cute idea nonetheless.
Okay, is this not one of the most useless but adorable things you've ever seen? Nintendo loves to encourage us to stay healthy, and this is in the most adorable way. Group stretching with not just your villagers, but other characters as well. The best part is seeing that one on the side who isn't quite keeping up with everyone else. It's cute, it's adorable, it's not something we ever asked for, but we love it.
Perhaps some of you did ask for this. I vaguely remember ordinances being a thing in New Leaf, but I never anticipated it making a return. It's kind of an odd thing, isn't it? Giving curfews and mandates to your islanders, like a ruler with too much power? But I suppose since it's a game, don't think too much about it, right? But on a logistical level, if you play mostly in the evening, let's just say, this is helpful. You make it so your villagers happen to be night owls as well, and boom, more activity for you when you're able to play. Not that you can't just change the internal clock, but now we're thinking too much about it.
Another addition that a solid number have actually asked for, but perhaps wasn't a huge demand nor expected: gardening and cooking. You usually hear this request from those who enjoy games such as Stardew Valley, and perhaps this will now sway many of those players to make the jump to the Animal Crossing world. At the very least, this will now add more variety to the island in multiple ways. We are no longer limited to just harvesting flowers. We can make literal farms now. Also, we can spice up, no pun intended, what we serve on our islands. You know, for those of us who may have already created our own little restaurants. It's a cute idea, and now we can understand why we didn't have it before.
Among all of the updates we are receiving in terms of decorating our homes, the one I really didn't see coming, or even asked for, was accent walls. Sure, dividers, columns, larger rooms, ceiling accessories, I've wanted those, but accent walls? It makes perfect sense too. Just turn on most any home decorating show and they're talking about this very design element. Naturally, Animal Crossing has got to have it too.
Okay, what? I mean, this pro camera upgrade, like several things on this list, makes sense and was needed, but who had ever thought of this? Please let us know. Moving on though, this is pretty cool. What a unique way to capture the individuality of our islands and their residents.
Just a small moment that could easily miss, but yes, we need this gamer desk. Like yesterday. Anyway. Yes, most of us did ask for gyroids, but I personally never considered how they might look different, nor that we could customize them. I'll be honest, I was quite hesitant at first glance. I'm tied to my nostalgia for the old ones, but this makes sense for the vibe of New Horizons and I'm all for it now. They could have easily inserted the old gyroids and us longtime fans would have gawked over them just the same. But they took it a step further, and I think I can say we are all very pleased.
In addition to allowing us 2 more bridges and 2 more inclines, the idea of creating ladders for small spaces so we may easily access all areas of our islands was sorely needed. I don't believe most of us expected it. However, that's why it's on this list.
While the whole concept of this particular paid DLC is something I had mentioned wanting previously, there were a couple of additional aspects I am quite excited about that I didn't expect. The first is roommates. Oh come on, you know people will run rampant with this. I personally cannot wait to pair Fauna and Bo, but more than that, we've all thought of characters who would make great friends, and this is just an adorable idea. The other addition is polishing. I actually can't say I'm excited about this, but alrighty then. It's weird, probably unnecessary, but cool? Yeah, sure, we'll take it.
Alright, so that's our list of additions to Animal Crossing New Horizons that we didn't expect or even ask for. Did any of you guys see this coming? Is this anything that you guys wanted? Let us know in the comments below. Again, huge thank you to the Geek Apprentice for having me guest today. I really appreciate it. If you ever want to come hang out with me, you can come see me on my Twitter at Chewbleema. I also post some of my VODs from streaming on my YouTube channel at Chewbleema as well. And if you ever want to tune into a live stream, I occasionally stream on twitch.tv/Chewbleema with an extra A. Alright, thanks guys!
Thank you again, Chewbleema, for joining in this video. If you guys would like to check her out, I will put her Twitch link down below, and also you'll find her and I both co-hosting the Hylian Gamecast podcast over on Game Over Jesse's channel. You will find she and I are the most likely to be absent, but sometimes we are there. Sometimes both of us are there. So check that out. And even if we're not there, check it out anyway. As always, thank you so much to my patrons over on Patreon, especially those on the Hylian tier, Joking Batman and Code and Data. Thank you so much to all of you for your support. I really appreciate it. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.